Platforms reporter at CoStar News Hotels, and I'm joined today by Genna Panagopoulos. She's Vice President of Development in North America for Minor Hotels. And that's a new role for you, right? You started in October. So tell me about the transition and joining the team at Minor and how that's kind of part of their big strategy.
Yes, Minor is looking to grow here in North America, and they realized it was very important to have somebody with boots on the ground here in the U.S. I've been in the industry for 15 years, so it was a very easy decision for me to come over. I learned a lot about their brands, and they've got a lot of exciting things going on. So it's new, but it's only one piece of the puzzle having me on the team.
Amazing. Well, I guess with that, tell us a little bit about how's business. Last year was a bit tough for the hotel industry, at least domestically. But what was Minor's experience and how things went?
Yeah. Things were great last year. We have a lot of hotels across the world, so we're a little bit insulated from, performance being down in one region versus another. So things were good for us. In terms of growth, we had 40 new hotel contracts signed last year, which is the most we've ever had. And we're gearing up for that same, if not better, here again in this year. So Q1, I think we're going to sign somewhere around 25 agreements. So we're really looking up, and things are getting exciting, and yeah.
What region specifically is Minor targeting growth in?
Yeah, so Eastern Europe and Central Asia is one area for us, but North America is the focus. We've launched a franchise platform for new brands last year, all with the intention to grow and to give some owners some flexibility and optionality. So North America is the big focus.
Yeah, well, that's exciting to hear. I know kind of a big focus for this year too for Minor is franchising and asset-light growth. Why is that something that is a focus? Why is now the right time to do that?
Yeah, we've it's certainly an interesting time here to launch into it. But what we see as challenges, sometimes we're looking at as an opportunity. We've been planning this for a number of years. So we think now is a great time. Our brands are very flexible. Our mindset is very flexible. We're looking at each deal unique. And trying to meet owners where they are, depending on the certain challenges they're facing, and working with them on each deal. So this is a long-term play for Minor. We're thinking about that. So while things might be a little bit challenging in the near term, we plan on being here for a very long time.
Amazing. Well, branded residence is a big topic of growth opportunities for hotels for a bunch of reasons, but I know 20% of Minor's pipeline includes branded residences. So why is that something? What's the priority for that, the reason behind that?
Yeah, it's hard to do any luxury deal without branded residences. Just supporting the development costs, for example, but also we're finding as multi-generational travel is on the upswing and continues to be a trend. Families are looking for villas or oversized suites, so branded residences allows for that as well. And specifically with Anantara, it's a really well-known brand, and people love it, and they want more than just a hotel. So they enjoy the service, the hyper-personalized experiences, and branded residences bring value to that. So we don't look at it for every deal, but I would say by and large, a lot of our luxury deals do have it. And it's somewhere we're growing. We're focusing on it. We have a team. Sales have been going great of our existing properties.
There's another kind of opportunity there with luxury development, right?
Yes, yeah. We've noticed that membership clubs are kind of gaining some traction. So a lot of luxury deals we're looking at are exploring having a membership club. It doesn't work in every market, of course, but we launched a new hotel brand, Wolseley Hotels, that stems from the Wolseley restaurant in London. We own Wolseley Hospitality, so we took that and evolved it into a hotel brand. It's going to be upper luxury. We'll only have a few in every region, and one in each market at most, but because of its British heritage, there's a lot of fun things you can do with a membership club there. And so that brand in particular is something we're looking at.
Yeah, what a unique opportunity.
Yeah.
So speaking of new brands, any new brands on the horizon for this year, or is kind of the focus on developing some of the new and existing brands?
Yeah, so we launched 4 new brands last year, so I think we're good for now. Let's see what the year brings. But we launched 2 collection brands, Minor Reserve Collection in the luxury space and Colbert Collection in the upper upscale space. and then iStay, which is a select service conversion brand, and then of course Wolseley that I just mentioned. So we're going to focus on those for now. They've got great, I think there's a lot of opportunities for those here in North America, and certainly throughout other regions. But we've gone from 8 to 12 brands, so we're good with what we have.
Yeah. So I know in the U.S. luxury was one of, if not the only, depending on how you're looking at the performance data, but chain scales to see some growth and opportunity. So as for Minor, thinking of 2026, what are the challenges and opportunities for luxury hotels?
Yeah. Competitors moving into the space, definitely. We feel very strong about our luxury brands. They have a lot of cachet and brand recognition, so we think that they're very differentiated. Also, development costs tend to be a challenge people are seeing. The wonderful thing about our brands is they allow for a lot of flexibility and localizing them to the specific destination, so that can sometimes overcome some of the tariff challenges owners are experiencing in sourcing materials from outside the country. So I think that will continue to be a challenge, but we're still doing them. We signed 3 luxury deals here in North America last year. So that's a great way for us to enter into the region.
Well, speaking of competition, how does Minor Hotels kind of differentiate itself and its portfolio to stand out and be unique from its competitors?
Yes. So I think because we own 80% of our portfolio, or actually over 80% of our portfolio, we certainly know what it's like to be an owner. In fact, we have our one hotel here, the NH Collection, Madison Avenue in New York. So we're not very far removed from what it's like to be an owner and the challenges that it comes with. And I think from a brand perspective and a partner, that makes us really unique because we understand truly firsthand what it's like and the challenges owners face, whether it be operationally, development costs, or so on. So I think that's one great reason. The other piece is our brands are very flexible, right? And so right now, more than ever, owners need that flexibility and creativity, even on the deal terms, which we're also doing. So I like to think of us as a different alternative to big brand because we just come from a different place. And the other thing is we're big enough. We have over 640 hotels worldwide. We're big enough to have the infrastructure in place and the support owners here in this region, but we're small enough to be entrepreneurial and limber and quick to make decisions. And that's definitely a differentiator here.
Yeah, amazing. Well, Genna, thank you so much for your time today. It was lovely chatting with you.
Likewise. Thank you, Natalie.
Hello, I'm Luke Haynes, People Newsletter Editor CoStar News, and the host of Top Credentials, a monthly podcast exploring the colourful careers of those working at the top of UK commercial real estate. In the episodes, we discover the valuable lessons influencing the daily decision-making of property sector leaders, and hear about the aspects of their job that make it a little easier to get out of bed each morning. We'll also ask for their views on the latest news and policies shaping our constantly evolving industry, and even get them to share a famous quote or song title they think defines their career or the profession. Listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This episode of the CoStar News Hotels podcast was recorded on January 26th, 2026. It was recorded by Meredith Sheridan and edited for the podcast by me, Natalie Harms. Find all hotel industry news at costar.com/hotelnews. Thanks for listening.